boom bap. Yeah.
When I'm in the spot, people waiting for that mic to drop. A system just like flipping every time the mic is hot. Like or not, we not going anywhere. I don't have to talk no more. They already plenty scared, trembling. Everything you drop is resembling the feminine. The game is looking new to you. You ain't even dented it.
Welcome to EOV. I got my guest Gonzalo Belmonte here. That little track was him.
Oh, snap.
Tell us about that.
That track?
That track.
Wow, that's how we're jumping in?
That's how we're jumping in, man. I mean, when
Dude,
I remember recording that thing.
I know.
We're in the same exact spot where we're at.
It was awesome. No, I was just gonna start spitting it. You just shut it off on me. But no, shoot, man, that was our that was the first try at recording something, right?
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
first time,
Yeah, because yeah.
And that wasn't even that long ago.
No, it really wasn't.
It was what do you say? Where do you put it at? A little over a month?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, a little over a month, man. It was that verse is probably, I don't know, man, maybe 10 years old.
10 years?
Yeah.
10 years, and you made it seem like it was brand new.
I was ahead of my time. No, that verse is old. It was one of the, remember when I found the stacks right there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I found old written stuff, because now, hey, technology, now I write everything on my iPhone.
Yeah, right.
But back then, man, everything was on paper. It was one of the ones I found and started spitting. And you were like, damn. I was like, yeah, damn, I need to use this shit.
How much of it was written before you actually continued on?
To
actually record it?
I think that was 100% done.
That was 100% done.
You
You
just read it.
and then there was just next finding the beat to it, right?
And then that beat is a sample from Clan in the Front by Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Yep.
Right? And I've always, man, that beat, that bass line, you know, I tried to recreate it before. I can't play instruments, so that never came out. And I was like, man, let me try to sample it again.
Right.
And I just listened to the track over and over and try to find because he talks throughout. Obviously, it's the RZA Wu-Tang Clan. And the RZA talks throughout the entire track. And they don't even rhyme over it. I mean, he just talks. He's introducing the whole clan, right? The whole Wu-Tang. So I kept listening to it, and finally there was a section where it was just one bar.
Yeah.
Literally. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, all right, that's it. And I chopped it, looped it, and it just so happens it has RZA in it laughing.
Yeah.
But that was the quietest part I could use, right? And I
right.
just looped it. I added my drums to it. And that beat came together. I was about to throw it away.
Really?
I was about to throw it away. And then I don't know. I think that stack of papers was out in the living room or something while I was making the beat. And I just grabbed that. That happened to be on top. And I started rhyming that verse over it. And I was like, this kind of goes.
Yeah.
And boom. And that's when I called you. I was like, hey, I got a beat. I got a verse. Let's do this.
I know the crazy thing about that is, like, it's been so long since you've recorded, right? Like,
yeah.
That was your first time in, I'm not going to say years, but years.
Yes.
From when you actually tried recording something else.
Literally years.
Because I remember when you first brought People of the Sun and over to Grandma's, and we were I forgot we were over there. It was probably some family event, but
yeah.
I remember when you brought that to us, and I think that was the last time I ever heard you come out with something new.
Oh, damn.
And
yeah, that's old, man.
That, like, I can't pinpoint the years or anything, but I know it was a good, decent amount.
It's got to be a minimum of 5 years.
Yeah, probably. I think because I still think I was in high school.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, and that goes to show the technology, man. Because even back then, you know, I had to record with guys that put a lot into their equipment, into getting this, and so that's why when you were telling me that, you know, hey Theo, I'm able to record, I was like, well, let's check it out. And even when you sent me some stuff you did, I was like, man, that don't sound right. Because remember, I got the
Yeah,
shitty quality.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, right.
And then you came over and you were like, no, listen to this.
Yeah,
And you put that on, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What the hell? You were like, that's what I sent you. I'm like, that's not what you sent me. My copy sounded like garbage.
I think it has to deal with like some of the newer phones. Mm-hmm. Like, because you have like you have an older iPhone, and that's what makes probably
I'm
the
not
quality.
big on phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I have the iPhone 7, and so it's new and updated.
Something somehow it doesn't convert over.
Right?
But anyway, and then when you show me that, and I heard it, and I was like, if that's what you're doing, I was like, I really don't some tweaking, and show you a little bit of what I know. I was like, we could get a good product out.
Yeah.
And maybe a week later, we laid that down, maybe a couple weeks later, but we laid that track down and dropped that verse.
Yeah.
And boom. I remember when we first played it back.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
A lot of celebrating.
Yeah.
A lot of
a lot of the celebrations still laying around.
Yes, that was from that night. All those cans and bottles are from that night.
Yeah. I know Jeannie's been yelling at me to pick all that up. I keep forgetting.
Forgetting?
Yeah. But no, yeah, that was that track, man. That track that you opened the show with.
Yeah,
that's the track.
That one, I think it just really hit. It really hit everything, and then like to go and because we don't even have an actual studio to record in.
No, we work with what we got.
Over a mattress.
Over a mattress, yeah.
And we held our sound popper.
Yeah.
You held your sound popper and you had the mic hanging from the bed, and that's how we recorded it.
Yeah. Where there's a means, there's a way.
Yes, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Hey man, but it worked. I think we got amazing sound out of it. I was like, dude, we should charge people to come in here and hold their own poppers.
Right? Who needs Guitar Center?
Right. Be like, why am I paying this much? I'm holding my own damn popper. And my mic's hanging off a mattress.
I have a terrible producer. He made me hold my own shit.
Hey, but if they want good sound, man, you got it. You got it now. If they want good sound,
and the crazy
what it comes down to.
And like how you mentioned, they spend a lot of money and time on their equipment.
Yeah, which is great because a lot of them they're professional.
Yeah, right.
We don't claim to be professional, right?
Exactly, we're amateurs. Music. Yeah, and we're not getting paid.
Yeah. That's a big part of it. But we're let's be real, right? We're not professionals. I love to write. You love to write. We like to lay down tracks. We like hip hop.
Yeah.
We're fans.
Yeah.
We're fans that are able to participate. Put it that way. Right?
Yeah, we are.
And so professionals that go out there and spend all this money on equipment, yeah, good for them, man.
Yeah,
obviously, their sound quality is better.
Yeah, right.
But what I'm saying for what we're doing, and to able to jump in my car and put that on and Marco's in there rhyming, to the he knows the track,
Yeah.
That to me, that's a win already.
Yeah.
Even to hear you, you know what I'm saying? To hear you bump it and know the verse and all this, I'm like, damn, people really know my shit now.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a win. I don't care,
No, yeah.
That's payment right there.
Exactly.
So hey, Mike, what are we drinking on?
We are drinking some. I don't know if this is English, German, Spanish, but I read it in Spanish. It's throw eggs. TRO.
Oh wow. Okay.
GES or EGS.
Trogs maybe or trogs.
Trogs.
I don't know. Throw eggs.
That's why.
Throw
eggs. You want to throw eggs? But it's independent brewing, and my brother had gone over to Philadelphia for work.
Oh, you know what? I haven't talked to him.
No,
I haven't talked to him. I know I messaged him because he was posting a lot of his dinners.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, where the hell is he?
Mm-hmm.
I messaged him real quick. He said he was out there for work. So, have you talked to him? What was that like?
Yeah, he said it was pretty cool. He his company shipped him out there.
Yeah. And
he said he just worked, did some training.
Yeah.
And then like when he would go out to dinner, his his meal was paid for and all that.
Yeah.
So it was a good thing, and then he.
That is always a good thing, man. I don't know. There's nothing like getting your meals, compensated by business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you feel like you made it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these guys feeding me, paying for me to travel.
Yeah, and he said he would just, since he was in a hotel, he'd pick up some drinks and take them back.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to what I did for 4 years.
Yeah, and then he said he went to a brewery out there.
Okay.
And he just started trying different beers, and he tried this one, and he ended up buying 2 of these and got it over here somehow, some way. I don't think how.
He picked the right one because these are the type that I like.
Yeah. This one's pretty good. It doesn't. I don't feel as full. Because we've gone through what, 3?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't feel as full.
Yeah.
As I would with like normal drinks, normal beer.
Yeah.
Like all the domestic and all that, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's a citrus type of drink, but
I think that's
don't
what's
compare
hot
it
right
to.
now. Yeah, that's what's hot right now. The citrusy.
Yeah, because like there's seltzer coming out, Bud Light seltzer.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go for that.
I would never go for that. I tried Bud Light Orange once.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it, man. I just I can't do the taste of it. It's just gross.
Yeah,
but I mean, comparing this to other citrusy beers, like with Angry Orchard and those apple.
Yeah.
I
could do one.
See, I can't even do one.
I could do one, and again, that
wouldn't
be my first choice.
Asco. Like as soon as I get it, I'm just like. Ugh.
I got you. I can see that. And again, that's why, if that was the only thing there, I would drink. I'm not picky,
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, it definitely would never be my go-to. Hey, somebody give me a cider.
Yeah, right. It's just so feminine.
Yeah. No, but this one again. He hit it. He got it right because these are the ones that I like. These are the IPAs with the citrusy that aren't too hoppy.
Yeah,
you have some IPAs that'll knock you on your ass.
Yeah, and I think I'm scared of those.
Yeah, I don't think they'll boom. Me and Jason went to lunch out in Rockford a couple weeks ago. I think I don't remember what the heck the restaurant's called. It was a nice restaurant, but we just sat at the bar. We had a burger, and they had an IPA, so I was like, "Hey, bartender, let me get that IPA." I was like, "Let me sample it." Actually,
yeah.
And he brings out the little sampler and gave it, and I took one drink. I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "That's gonna wake me up, man." I was like, "No."
He said, "No
he
more."
Was like, yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "Yeah, it's a little hoppy." I was like, "A little bit." Fuck, man, it looks like they left the shit in there.
You're right.
And yeah, I told him, what do you have that is this similar but a little less hoppy? And then he gave me, I can't remember, a bunch of craft beers, man. I would never remember the names. But yeah, we should go hit that spot up, man. They got good beers there.
It's at Rockford. Mm-hmm. Not bad.
What's your go-to beer, man?
I think
and there's two questions here actually. Your go-to beer when you're making money, and your go-to beer when you're not making money.
I think
through hard times and good times. There's 2 beers.
I think even when throughout the hard times, I think I always had money just to spare.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I never
you had beer funds.
Yeah, I had beer funds. I knew my.
You plan ahead.
I knew my important stuff.
Prioritizing.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta say it's changed. Mm-hmm. And really, I think it's just always changed. I started off with just Bud Light. Mm-hmm. That got me through my first
high school graduation.
Yeah. No, after being 21.
Don't lie.
Back then I was on liquor. I had a strong immune system, so I could hold it all in. No, after being 21, I only lasted on Bud Light for a few years. And then I switched over to Modelo. And, I was on Modelo for the longest time.
You really were, man.
Yeah, cans, beer, or bottles.
Yeah.
And I was just always on it. But then lately, I've been drinking a lot of Coronas.
Hey, man, I got some Coronas upstairs, man. We're going to have to open those up.
Yeah, because we're 3 more glasses.
Close. But yeah, so the two questions then. But you're saying you always had beer prioritized, so you were always drinking what you wanted to drink.
Yeah. Well, like I don't go for super expensive.
Yeah.
Like I just heard I just tried Victoria a couple weekends ago.
Delicious.
It is good. It's not thick. It's not light. It's not citrus. It's not.
After all this shit calms down with all this coronavirus bullshit, and the stores get back to normal, at Costco they sell the every time Jeannie goes, I always tell her, she's always like, "Hey, I'm at Costco. What do you want? Give me the Mexican family pack of beer." And she never gets it. But it's
you had me going on that one. I thought you were going a different route.
It's Victoria. Mm-hmm. It's Pacifico, Corona, and I think Dos Equis.
Oh, Dos Equis is?
Yeah, so you get a 6-pack of each of those in a case, and it's pretty cheap. It's like 20. It's cheap.
Yeah, that does sound cheap because even Modelo and Corona are like 30 something each.
Yeah, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A case or Modelo is like 32.04.
Dude, we were just out shopping in Chicago, on Pulaski, and at the Pete's Mercado or Pete's Supermarket. I don't know what it is. It's all Mexican, though.
Yeah.
You know, and they had Coronas in there for $12.99. A 12-pack.
A 12-pack?
Yes, sir. That's $15.99 here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But you'd have to be out in Chicago to do it. You wouldn't want to drive all the way over there just to grab that. Yeah. Drive all the way, but you waste more in gas.
So I picked it up.
Yeah.
I had to. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah. So the two questions, right? When you're making money, or when times are good.
Better times are good.
I do like to go for Modelo or for like a Guinness or something that's gonna give me taste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like craft beers, of course, like I'll pick up a 6er here and there just to try different craft beers. Because to be honest, those craft beers aren't cheap.
Yeah.
Even if you get them in a 6-pack.
Right.
You know? But I understand they're smaller companies, right?
Yeah, right.
Trying to brew beers. But when times are hard, man, it's Rolling Rock. Have you had them?
Dude, don't get me started.
Have you had them?
Yes,
the green ones.
The one I had them one time, and that was the one and only time.
Why?
Because
you probably overdid it then.
Big time.
Well, what the happened with Eddie Beer? Would you have a 30-pack to yourself?
Not to myself, but between two people. It was a Friday night, and I wasn't working at the time, and Christian, he had bought a 30-pack.
You see, you weren't working at Rolling Rock. You see, those are the hard times, man. I'm telling you.
He bought it. He was working, so
all right.
He bought a 30-pack just to try it, give us something different.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I can do that. So we open the first one. Fucking worse than Bud Light. That thing's like water, man. And so when I took a drink of it, I was just like, shit, this is pretty dangerous, or it could be. Yeah. And eventually we're just, it's going after another one after another. And finally, I think it was like not even 10 o'clock. We're just both slaughtered. We're like, dude.
Singing?
Yeah, dude. We were jamming, singing, dancing. Damn. Dude, we were doing it all. It's just you two. Somebody else joined, but more of the point.
Those are good times, man.
Yeah.
So, I'll switch it up on you a little bit, man. That Royce freestyle.
The one on LA Leakers?
Yeah. What's your take on it? I've only heard it twice. I need to go back and listen to it more. But the 2 times I heard it, I was intensely, focused, man. I was like, had to rewind it. I was like, man, this dude. What beat is that?
It's off. It's actually off of his album.
Oh, it's his.
Yeah, it's his.
He murdered his own track.
The first portion he used was the actual part of the song he used.
Okay.
So that first verse he used right before the break.
Oh, okay. That's a verse on
that. That's actually the first verse. He does that a lot. Yeah, he does. Like when he did it on
Not
Flex.
A lot, hip hop heads recognize it. When,
Yeah,
when
right.
he spits a verse. Yeah.
Yeah, like what
but the rest of it though.
Yeah, the whole second verse, that was just completely freestyle.
Damn.
And
have you heard a freestyle lately that just did that to you? Like I haven't heard one in a while.
No.
You know,
I think last one may have been Royce.
Yeah, and the one before that was probably Royce too.
And I think that was the Funk Flex one.
Okay, yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one he did the same thing. He used a verse.
Yeah.
But yeah, this new one, it's off of the Allegory.
Okay.
When he did that first verse, I think if he were to go back and what's the word I'm looking for? It's not really resell it or
re-release.
Yeah, re-release it. I think he could just murder that track with both those verses.
Yeah.
Because the guy he has come on, like the guy that he has come on, he's not bad. I forget his name.
I don't know. I haven't even heard the album yet.
No.
Google keeps telling me that. Why the fuck haven't you listened to this?
Yeah, dude,
yet?
Listen to the album. It's pretty fucking badass.
Okay.
And then, but yeah, when he uses that first verse, it doesn't really change into a chorus, but it kind of seems like it does when that second guy goes. But that second guy goes on for a whole nother verse.
Okay.
And which will end the song eventually.
Okay.
So it's not really like. Do you remember Upside Down, right?
No.
From Royce? Or Overcomer?
I'll have to. I'm sure if I heard him,
Yeah,
I know.
Like with Overcomer, when Royce had that guy just singing the beginning,
Yeah.
and then he kind of just talked.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but vice versa. So Royce went first, and then the other guy came in and kind of just he kind of rapped, but he kind of sung.
Okay.
But yeah, we'd have to play it, and I don't have it off the top.
Aside from hip hop, what are you listening to right now? Anything? Or do you strictly? Man, I've never asked you this. Do you strictly listen to hip hop?
No, I listen to variety. I'm more like
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to Tejano. I listen to a lot of corridos.
Okay, okay.
I even listen to country at times.
Oh, your tío Hugo. He's my go-to guy, right?
Yeah.
Without even realizing it, he's the guy that always supplies me with music.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and his timing is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like right when I'm getting bored with some shit, he'll be like, "Hey, check this out." The last shit he sent me was a 19, 20-year-old kid from Califas, from California, who plays all the instruments, Mexicano.
Mm-hmm.
And he's singing.
He's singing?
And he's singing badass shit.
Yeah.
And it's like listening to old school, like Roberto Carlos, kind of like Los Angeles Negros, things like that, but with a modern twist.
Really?
And he started sending me all types of shit like that. And I was like, well, people are actually doing this. Like, this is... I've dreamt of music like this.
Yeah,
like old school, but new school.
Yeah.
And that band is called Los Retros.
Los Retros?
Man, they got a track called... Someone to Spend Time With.
Someone to Spend.
Yeah, Someone to Spend Time With.
Uh-huh.
And if you listen to that, you'll be hooked, man. After
really?
That. Yeah.
Is he on YouTube? Somebody
I
can check out?
Yeah, he's on YouTube. Check him out on YouTube. Los Retros, Someone to Spend Time With.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a girl on that same track. I can't remember her name right now, but I'm following her on Insta.
Oh, okay.
On the gram.
On the gram.
What's up?
But no,
got
like
an audience member.
Yeah, Marco. What's up, Marco? Come on in, man.
You want to say hi to the good people out here?
Is there even people on there?
There's gonna be people watching and hearing. I can guarantee you're gonna be one of them.
Y'all good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But no, yeah. As far as music, I don't listen to the radio as much, just because I'm not a fan of everything. It's really like this whole mumble rap. It kind of just
deaded a lot of shit.
Yeah,
for me.
like it started off with something different, but then I think when everybody started copying it, it just kind of ruined it.
Well, and the other thing is, with the whole mumble rap, right? It was like how you said, it was something different, but eventually it just got to the point where you really weren't saying nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you hear people like there's times where people know the lyrics, and I don't even know how. I mean, I guess you too, but like I don't understand why they would like look it up and want to sound like that.
Yeah.
Like they can't say that those are lyrics or lyricism or
hell no.
Just straight bars. No. I mean, those are trash. I don't think
trash.
Those are
it's
bars.
Absolutely trash, man. It's absolutely trash, and I'm not even scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You can't compare it to hip hop. It's not hip hop.
No, it's not.
They got to come up with their own shit to call it because it's not hip hop.
Yeah, right.
At this point, it's pop to me, and I don't listen to pop. So boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is, right? I mean, I don't know. It's to me, it's they took a style and made it their own, and in that way, really made it their own, to the point where it's really got nothing to do with what hip hop is.
Yeah, no.
You know, there's no bars in it that make you. None of it makes me want to rewind it. You know what I'm saying? None of it makes me want to show my kids. Listen to this.
Like, hey, you guys want to see bars?
Huh?
Check this out. Like, you guys want to see bars? Check this out. No, I mean that's just.
Ending of all that, Jay Electronica dropped his album finally.
I saw something about
10 years,
man.
man.
Yeah, I saw something about that, but I didn't click on it.
You know, I don't know. I've been following Jay Electronica forever. Like I said, this has been, I think they said it was 10 years since he dropped anything. And a lot of people, well, me actually, I first got introduced when he rapped over the soundtrack to, what's that movie called? Jim Carrey. Spotless Mind.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I remember the whole title. It's got a weird title, but anyway, so that alone is a badass movie. But this guy took all the instrumentals from that movie, the background music, right, the score, and rhymed over it. There was no drums. There was no sampling. There was no, dude. It was literally the composer to the score of that movie, The Spotless Mind. I can't remember what the movie's called now. I have to Google it real quick. The composer to the score, his name is John Bryan or John Brion, something like that. And he, you know, because I started listening to him because of the score to this, because of Jay Electronica.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, that's when I first started listening to it. And he just murdered everything on that to the point where I was just like, this guy is on another level, man. You know, I mean, the things he was saying, his style, man, like people were literally looking at him like he wasn't even human. You know, he bought this aura with him, you know, even his music, like I said, rhyming over a score. Right. Does that.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, what did I do? I went, turned around and sampled it and made it into
an actual hip hop beat.
Yeah. And actually, I put drums behind it.
Yeah,
and that was, what is it? Say What You Want.
Oh, okay. That one's okay. Yeah.
All that was, there's nothing to it. That's literally all it is in the background of that movie.
It's just
that din 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 din. Yeah, that whole. That's all it is, man.
I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got the new album out. Check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to. I saw on Twitter, I think I was going through it and...
Go ahead. And what?
I was going through Twitter and I saw Ivan, because Ivan's a good... Like, he follows a lot of people and he knows a lot of stuff. He'd probably be another good guest to have on, but...
Ivan, your cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw on his Twitter that he had posted something about... there was a conversation between Joe and
Joe who?
Biden, Joe Budden.
Joe Biden. Damn, Biden.
Joe Biden spitting bars. He's got bars about political.
These primaries.
The Congress. Shout out to the Congress. No, but there was a conversation between him and
Joe Biden and Jay Electronic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was them. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a conversation. But
yeah, well,
and Ivan was
do you
just
know what it was? Any of the context of it, or
no? It was really quick. Huh. I should have clicked on it before I actually brought it up. But still, but I'm pretty sure it was. And Ivan was just like, I'm not. No, Joe is not even close to him.
No,
he's not close to Jay.
Doesn't that say a lot though? To think that Joe Budden, part of X Slaughterhouse, which
right.
a lot of people consider, and I did too, one of the best rap groups. Period.
Yeah. Oh, I still think to this
still
day,
did it right. That we're still doing it right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. And you compare them, there is no comparison.
No, there isn't.
In my eyes, there isn't. I know.
I'm not saying
say,
here.
You're fucking crazy. Joe Budden will murder him, but and when it comes down to material, and that way, yeah, he did absolutely murder him.
Yeah, because
but
Joe
then
did.
Again, 90% of rappers out there are murdering Jay Electronica because he didn't come out with nothing.
Yeah, right. You know, it's just the way you gotta look at it, like
quality over quantity. Hey.
But speaking on Slaughterhouse, I heard Royce off a YouTube video. He's like, the only reason they broke up is because they were just too busy.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I never tried to read into it or what, why.
Yeah. It was just more them being too busy on trying to get together and trying to record.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I think even if they were to try it again, I still think they could be dangerous. Easily. That group is just no one.
Even if half of them tried.
Yeah. You have just use the three. Use Royce, Crooked Eye, and Joe. Or Joel.
I'm saying, if even half of them showed up for a session, they'd murder everybody. Yeah. Pick two of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, when M brought out his new album, he had everybody on Slaughterhouse except for Joe.
Yeah.
I forget what the track was. I think it was like You Will or something like that. But yeah, I'd give that track a listen just to remind yourself.
Yeah. No, I mean...
And they came out and killed it.
So what's the latest, greatest beat you've heard, man?
Beat?
Something you tell yourself, I'm going to have to murder this one.
I haven't really... because we just finished up the Dre one. The Dr. Dre one.
Oh, yeah.
And...
Oh, for people that don't know, my nephew Mike actually writes bars and spits bars, and that's why we're talking about this stuff. So,
yeah,
don't be humble, man. You can say it. So yeah, that's why we're able to talk about this, because he's really improved.
Yeah,
I think you've really improved a lot, man.
Yeah, I remember writing my first time writing.
Yeah,
I think one of the first time writing was in this notebook that I had.
No shit. Well, yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see you when you started into where you're at right now, because that's not normal.
Right.
It's really not. I would probably imagine you have an amazing teacher.
See, that's where I was going to give you comments. I appreciate
you
that.
You were going to give me props. I gave myself props before you gave it to me.
There you go. That's where I got to teach myself not to be as humble. But no, yeah, it really was. I mean... when I started
I just want to put that out there to say that that's why I can ask you these questions.
No, right. So, yeah. I mean, you're asking me. I should be asking you. No, I mean, podcast goes both ways.
Yeah.
But no, when I first started, I always thought it was easy and all that. But then, because there were so many words that were easy to rhyme with.
Yeah.
Like when you have like when you're first starting, everybody's always rhyming about guns and drugs and all that. See, I wasn't always focused on that because I wasn't really about that life.
Yeah, yeah.
So I knew I wasn't going to pretend to be something that I wasn't.
Yeah, we're from Rochelle.
Yeah.
If you say you're about it, you're lying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so I try to focus on the word, but like even when I remember first starting off, the game word, like that whole sequence was just easy to rhyme off of.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it wasn't until a couple years later where you're like, man, just try to stick away from that.
Yeah.
Find different words. Expand your vocab. And
yeah, yeah. And you ran with it, actually, because I remember we used to practice, and I would send you words and like, give me some bars and utilize this word, and you would come back with like fucking 20 bars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Where'd that come from, man? I didn't even think of that. I was like, all right, shit, I'm gonna have to write something to that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, it's pushing yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I call them it shit rappers.
It shit rappers.
You know, the last word rhymes with the last word's it. The next bar rhymes with the last word shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's nothing in that.
Yeah, right.
And now when you can start doing, 3-syllable words or
Yeah,
rhyming every syllable in the last 3 words that you say.
Yeah.
Ooh, now you're onto something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Without knowing it, that's what I was doing, was trying to challenge myself. Mm-hmm. To the point where I would actually, there's a verse I got out there where every word at the end, like the first bar, last word starts with A. Mm-hmm. And then I rhyme that. And then the third bar, last word starts with B. And then I rhyme that. And then the 5th bar, last word starts with C. So when you look at it, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And just because I was bored.
Yeah.
But the verse came out nice because it gave me a diversity of words.
Yeah, right.
That I would have normally, and that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You challenge yourself to come up with words. I love words, man. You hear a nice word, I'm like,
yeah,
that's a badass word.
Yeah, right.
I could use that in so many ways.
Yeah,
tie it into something.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Yeah.
Well, like when we have that, like I like when we're chill, like when we sit with each other, or we're just drinking with each other. Mm-hmm. Eventually, like if we're listening to music, eventually we'll get into that freestyle type session.
Yeah.
And I think, we're pointing things out kind of helps out a lot.
Yeah,
because it teaches you to be quick on your feet and everything.
That's exactly what it is now. Me and my friend, rest in peace, Boo, Chad's younger brother. Mm-hmm. I want to say we were one of the first ones that I remember doing that with, freestyling in his living room on the south side over on Southview, or freestyling over at my other boy Ed, Mike, Freddie Elvis's crib over on Lakeview Drive.
Okay, yeah.
And where we'd be freestyling, and we with your Tio Hugo, and eventually we would just get in a rhythm, and somebody would just point at something.
Yeah,
and be like, hey, and then hey, I threw it in there. Point at that TV screen, and boom, I'm rapping about the TV screen, and then they point at something else. Now I'm rapping about that. Without knowing it, we were getting really good at freestyling, just messing with each other. Yeah, we were and we've been doing that for years, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the point now where, you ask Google to drop a freestyle, and it's gonna happen.
I get scared when I try to actually go with you guys. I mean, you guys are just so far ahead, and it just makes me want to quit. And like.
You heard the shit Ugo said the last time we were in my kitchen, right? We were at this house.
Yeah.
On the island.
Yeah.
In the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And we threw a couple beats on, and Ugo started freestyling. He pretty much took it over.
Yeah.
I was just like, I haven't heard him in a long time, so I wasn't even trying to say much.
Yeah.
I don't know if I came off like a jackass or not that night, but man, some of the shit he was saying was
monsters.
It was whole verses. Right?
Yeah.
Or was I drunk? It was whole verses, right?
No, because I think
just wouldn't stop.
Too, no, yeah, and see, like I remember talking to him after that. He was just like, he's like, when we're all together, I think that's when.
This is him talking, or you talking?
This is him talking.
Oh, right.
He's like, he's at his own comfortability. And
when
he
he's
just
around.
when he's around us, he's just comfortable and he knows he can come out with anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't overthink about it and all that. And because when we were telling too, he's like, man, you guys are really, like, for me, this is me talking now. When I'm with you guys, it's probably the only time I actually get to try to do this.
Okay.
Because like when I'm with Cruz and all that, it's okay for so long. But I think he just gets bored of a beat.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he can go on, but he can go on for one topic. For that one topic. And it's just.
He'll murder that.
Yeah,
He's got a niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember Theo was saying, he was just like, yeah, that's when he feels probably the most comfortable. And he can just do it around us. And
yeah, there's certain cats you get around and then you're just like, man, because even with writing, I write, this is a true story, man. I write for a select few. And if I get their approval or if I get them to say, oh, shit, then I know it's going to be tight. You understand? If I can send something to you, send something to your Theo, send something to my boy Stilo, he's going to be a guest either on your podcast or my podcast eventually. But, get them, other folks that I consider to be in the scene, right? The hip hop and real fans, when they read it or hear something and they're like, holy shit. How'd you come up with that?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, then I got something. If those guys give me the seal, now I'm like, well, I'm good,
And see, that's what, like, I think that's what I'm starting to learn how to do too.
In your head, keep those guys in mind. I'm gonna blow that dude's mind right now.
And I feel like I should be using Theo a lot more, but I just feel like I don't want to text him during the day because with his work schedule and all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm interrupting or something.
Yeah, you're right.
And then I always end up forgetting to do it at night because then I start doing something else.
I actually forward a lot of your shit onto him.
Do you?
Like, check this out, boom. That's Mike. He's like, oh shit, okay.
And see, there's time, like I do wish I do send him more, and because I've always been close to both of you. I mean, just growing up, we just always had that special bond.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that it translated over to music now the way it did, to the point where you're at now, man. You get what I'm saying? To me, I like where it's headed with you. You're still learning. You're still keeping everything fresh. You're giving it a whole new, younger perspective, but still doing it the right way, which makes me proud that we were able to influence a younger generation to keep doing it right. And you forced yourself to be a lyricist, man. Face it, right? Did you ever write before?
No. Like at all? No.
Dude, so I mean that... Here's the thing, like me, I could always write.
Yeah.
It wasn't always necessarily rhymes or bars.
Right.
But writing to me was easy.
Yeah.
Even school, papers in school and all that.
Right,
so
right.
For you to get where you're at, man, I think is fucking phenomenal, man.
It really does. It feels amazing.
Crazy,
and
dude,
I can tell the
Did
difference.
you ever think you'd be able to do this shit?
No, not at all.
And yet here you are doing it.
Yeah. It just... It's really cool. Like, even when because I make songs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to be complete bangers and all that.
No, right. We all start.
Yeah.
We all got to start.
Yeah.
Because I got those songs too that I'm like, whoa, you got to start.
Yeah, right. And even when I record something, I'm still amazed on what I say and how I said it.
Yeah.
And like you hear other people and it's like, he's different. He's not rhyming about the drugs. He's not rhyming about all that crap. He's not rhyming about gangs.
I think it's the one thing I want you to be able to, and I wish a lot more people would do, is don't waste the bar, man.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
saying?
I think that's where I kind of like my self issue, I guess, because I don't want to waste the bar.
Yeah.
I don't want the next bar to be whack, and I just want to keep going.
Exactly.
Like, it has to hit.
You don't want to give anybody a reason to say that was like, no, bar for bar. I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't remember who said that to us one time. Me and Ugo put together a lot of, just local CDs or just, amateur type stuff. We just threw together tracks and never did anything professionally.
Right.
But somebody somewhere along the line was like, man, you guys, like, somebody said that. and I'd never heard that before. They were like, man, you guys don't waste the bar. Like every bar says something. Like people that know hip hop appreciate this shit.
Yeah.
That's why they like you guys, because there is no fluff.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like every bar says something. I was like, damn, dude, I never thought of it. But then now that we think about it, it was like, yeah. Because every time I wrote, I was like, yeah, I would question every bar.
Yeah.
You know? But.
And that, I think, like when I show you guys something, like when I show you something,
Mm-hmm.
and there's times where I wish I could show it to Diogo, but then I don't want the song to come out cross crappy. Because you know how when I send it to you guys, it always sounds distorted.
Yeah, that.
The new,
I don't know. The last
phone.
time you sent me something that came out awesome, and that made me the other track. Did we name it? Did I name it? The one where Marco kicks off the beginning.
Yeah.
Is that named? I don't even remember. Did we name that damn thing?
I don't think so. Not yet, because you haven't finished it yet.
That's right. Okay. Well, anyway, you had sent me one of those, and again, it came over distorted.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
And so when I record something like that, I'm trying to make a song,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I want to focus more on my verse. And I think I want to know how I did individually.
Yeah.
Like, I have other people on it and everything. And they help make it a song.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just more, was there something I could do differently? Was there...
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, there's always room for improvement, and that's why I like to hear different stuff. Like I haven't heard Ugo record in forever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm itching to hear some of his shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I just haven't heard him in forever. But even like when you record, to me, every time I get something new, it's like, oh shit, something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to hear what they did without me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay,
like, I want to hear this. You know?
Yeah. And that one that I just sent over is probably our latest and our newest. And we're kind of hoping to come out with a little bit more. But next time we do want to focus more on, like you said, a theme or a topic.
Yeah. It's tough. I think that's why that's the vibe you get. Like me and your Tiogo, we've been lucky, right? That we fell in love with it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So we've always been writing pretty much at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though his thing took off more with freestyling,
mm-hmm.
my thing took off more with writing, but he was always right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy for me to write a verse and give it to Ugo, and then he would pick out maybe a line or a word or in there, and then he would go off of that and write his verse, and then we would use that as the title or as the common bond between the two verses. So that's credit to Ugo.
Yeah.
Because I would just write, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to use that. And I was like, fuck, yeah, you're a genius, man. Just use that then. And he would just rhyme. Maybe he would start his verse using that line, and then that tied us, and then you have a topic. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah, that's the, you got to put some commonality, I guess, in it, you know, if that's a word.
It will be. You're going to use it in the next verse? Yeah. Talking about the commonality. The hell did he say? Commonality?
Commonality? Shit.
No, but yeah, like when we did that, when we first recorded that, like I gave them the beat and all that.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, I think we can do this. And so, but I sent them my verse first.
Uh-huh.
I let them go off what I was saying.
Yeah.
And so they recorded their part. I recorded my part. Like I don't know how, but I think that chorus that I had, that hook I had, that I had kind of created, not really, based off of Christian, what he said. I think like I had an ear for that one.
Yeah.
That one, it sounded pretty cool, and I think if we would have gone off of it, it would have made it a lot better.
That's what I'm saying. Even taking that chorus, and using that first line or whatever for your first line in your verse, then it ties it all together. And then that's it. Then it's a little more bonded.
Yeah, I think our next one should.
That was
be
a nice little
better.
chorus line too. I liked it.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah,
it wasn't super long or anything. It's not like we're trying to sing or hit notes.
No, it was. I liked it. It fit. Put it that way. It fit.
But well, if you want to take a quick break and then we can come back at it.
Yeah,
and then
let's do that, man. Let's wrap this one up and go from there. Go ahead and sign off, man. It was awesome. So thanks for having me, man. It was badass.
Yeah, this is real fun. This is real back to back, and
yeah, it's nice. I like it.
And then having two mics kind of helps out a
lot. It does. You're doing it right, man. I'm proud of you, man. You've inspired me again. So we'll see what we can do with this going forward.
Yeah, big time.
All right.
Well, thanks again, Gonzalo. This is
my pleasure, man.
This is Mike at E of E. It's everything of everything, and tune in next time. Thanks.
Peace out.